Hello, I'm Dr. Olivia Thompson, and today I need to tell you something that could completely change the way you take care of your health after 60. Did you know that some seeds in your kitchen right now, the ones you consume thinking you're taking care of yourself, could be silently inflaming your body and stealing years from your life? Sounds absurd, doesn't it? After all, we've been taught our whole lives that seeds are synonymous with health. But today, you're going to discover that not all seeds are friends to your body at this stage of life, and that some of them may be behind that tiredness that won't go away, the joint pain you think is normal, the constipation you constantly deal with, and even those little memory lapses that scare you. I know you're wondering how something so small, so natural, could cause so much trouble. And that's exactly what I'm going to explain to you now, because there's a secret that few doctors tell you, and it could be making all the difference between aging with vitality or with limitation. So stay with me until the end of this video, because the information you're going to receive here could literally add years of quality to your life. Let's start by understanding what really changes in your body after 60. Over time, and this is completely natural, our digestive system loses efficiency. The production of digestive enzymes decreases considerably. The wall of our intestine becomes more sensitive and delicate, and the body starts having much more difficulty processing certain compounds present in fibrous and dense foods such as seeds. Have you ever stopped to think about this? That body that at 20, 30 years old could digest practically anything now needs special care, smarter choices. And here's the crucial point you need to understand. Some seeds contain what we call anti-nutrients, such as phytates and oxalates. When consumed in excess, these compounds make it difficult to absorb essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron, precisely those nutrients you need most at this stage of life to keep your bones strong, your heart healthy, and your energy up. Other seeds contain lectins, which are proteins that, when poorly digested, can cause intestinal inflammation and even contribute to the development of autoimmune diseases. In addition, seeds with very hard shells or insoluble fibers can irritate the intestine, causing discomfort, gas, and inflammation. And at 60 years old, this can turn into a chronic cycle that gradually undermines your quality of life day after day. Let me tell you a real story that in my office and perfectly illustrates what I'm talking about. I met Beatrice 2 years ago. She was 64 years old and came to me complaining of frequent abdominal pain, a constant feeling of bloating, and a tiredness that simply wouldn't go away no matter how much she slept. And you know what was most interesting about her case? Beatrice ate properly, as she was always careful to say. She ate salads every day, fruits, natural yogurt, avoided fried foods and sweets. But there was one detail. She consumed seeds, lots of seeds. She put sunflower seeds in her salad, flaxseed in her yogurt every single day, and had started consuming roasted pumpkin seeds as a healthy snack on the advice of a digital influencer she followed. After we did detailed tests and carefully analyzed her entire diet, it became crystal clear what was happening. Beatrice's body wasn't able to process that amount of seeds. She had developed a mild but persistent intestinal inflammation, the kind that gradually wears you down. And worst of all, her iron and magnesium levels were dangerously low, precisely because of the excess phytates in those seeds she thought were doing her good. Can you imagine? She was trying to take care of herself and, unknowingly, was harming her own health. We made a simple but strategic change. We removed 3 types of seeds that were causing the problem and included 3 others prepared the right way. In just 6 weeks, when Beatrice came back to the office, she was a different person. Her appearance had completely changed. She was pain-free, with much more energy. Her intestine finally regulated. It was an impressive transformation. And the best part is that she achieved this just by making smarter choices. Now, let's get to what really matters. What are the 3 seeds you shouldn't eat after 60? The first one will surprise you because it's extremely popular. I'm talking about raw sunflower seeds or consumed in excess. Yes, the same ones you probably have at home right now. Despite all the fame of being healthy, sunflower seeds are extremely rich in phytic acid, a compound that literally blocks the absorption of zinc, iron, and calcium. 3 minerals absolutely crucial for the health of your bones, for your immunity, and to keep your energy levels up. In addition, when consumed in large quantities, it can overload your liver because of the very high content of polyunsaturated fat. You're consuming sunflower seeds thinking you're protecting yourself, but you may be doing exactly the opposite. The second seed you need to avoid is whole, unground flaxseed. I know, flaxseed has a huge reputation as a superfood. Everyone talks about it. Everyone recommends it. But here's the truth. No one tells you. If you consume whole flaxseed, you are literally throwing money and health away. Why? Because the human body simply cannot break through the hard shell of flaxseed. It passes completely intact through your intestine without releasing any of the nutrients it contains, and even worse, it can even cause irritation along the way. In addition, poorly stored flaxseed oxidizes quickly, generating inflammatory compounds that are extremely harmful. So if you have flaxseed at home and you're consuming it whole, stop now, because you're not getting any of the benefits from it. And the third seed on the list that you should avoid is roasted pumpkin seeds with excess salt. Now pay attention to this point because it's important. Pumpkin seeds themselves are nutritious when consumed moderately and in the right way. The problem is with the industrialized versions, those you buy ready-made, roasted, and salted. These versions bring an absurd excess of sodium, which increases your blood pressure, overloads your kidneys, and causes fluid retention, something especially dangerous if you already have hypertension or some degree of kidney failure, even if mild. You think you're having a healthy snack, but you may be putting your cardiovascular health at risk. Now that you know what to avoid, let's get to what really matters. What are the 3 essential seeds you should include in your diet, but prepared the right way? Because it's no use for me to tell you what not to eat if I don't teach you what you should consume to get all the benefits without the risks, right? The first of these powerful seeds is chia, but not just any way. Chia needs to be hydrated. When you soak chia for at least 15 minutes, it forms a wonderful gel that greatly facilitates digestion and protects the wall of your intestine. It's extremely rich in omega-3, helps control blood sugar naturally, and improves intestinal transit without harming your body. How should you use it? Very simple. 1 tablespoon of chia in water or yogurt. Let it hydrate for about 15 minutes before consuming. You'll see that it will swell, form that gel, and that's how it should be consumed for you to enjoy all the benefits without any risk of irritation. The second essential seed is golden flaxseed, but ground fresh. Remember that flaxseed I told you not to consume whole? Well, when you grind it, everything changes. By grinding flaxseed in a blender or mortar, you break that hard shell and it releases lignans and bioavailable omega-3, incredible substances that fight inflammation, protect your heart, and balance your hormones naturally. But pay attention to this very important detail. You should only grind the portion for the day, at most 1 tablespoon, and consume it immediately. Why? Because once ground, flaxseed starts to oxidize quickly, So you can't grind a large amount and store it to use during the week. Grind it, consume it right away, preferably with a fruit or in porridge. That's the secret to enjoying all the benefits of flaxseed. And the third essential seed you should include is sesame, but lightly toasted. Sesame is a true bomb of bioavailable calcium, essential for preventing osteoporosis, something that is a real concern after 60. But the secret is to toast it lightly, without oil in a pan, to reduce phytates and facilitate the absorption of all nutrients. It's also rich in sesamin, a powerful compound that protects your liver and fights inflammation throughout the body. How to use it? Very simple. 1 teaspoon per day, sprinkled on salads or soups. It's a small amount, but it makes a huge difference over time. Now, I want you to understand something very important. When you replace seeds that inflame with seeds that nourish and prepare them correctly, something truly surprising happens in your body. The intestine calms down, those gases and abdominal pains start to disappear. Nutrient absorption improves drastically, and you start to feel more energy, more vitality to do your daily activities. The chronic inflammation that was present in your body decreases, and with that, joint pain is significantly relieved. And there's more. Your sleep improves because the body stops spending energy fighting internal irritations. Have you ever stopped to think that insomnia might be related to what you're eating during the day? Beatrice, that patient I told you about, felt all these changes in less than 2 months, and she's not an exception, I assure you. Hundreds of patients over my years of clinical practice report exactly the same thing. Small changes in diet generate enormous results in quality of life. And you know what's most amazing? These changes don't require you to become a vegetarian. You don't need to do crazy diets. You don't need to buy expensive supplements. It's just a matter of making smarter and more conscious choices. Based on years and years of clinical practice and recent scientific studies on nutrition and longevity, I can tell you with complete certainty, after 60 years old, every food you put on your plate has double power, both to heal and to sicken. The right seeds, consumed the right way, can be your great allies against inflammation, against bone mass loss, against cognitive decline, and against chronic fatigue. But the wrong seeds, the ones I showed you here, may be silently sabotaging your health without you realizing it, day after day, week after week. The difference between one seed and another may seem small, may seem like a silly detail, but over the months and years, it's exactly this difference that defines whether you're going to age with vitality, with autonomy, with energy to enjoy life, or whether you're going to age with limitations, with pain, depending on other people. Which future do you want for yourself? The choice is completely in your hands, and you can start making this change today, right now, at the next meal you have. So tell me here in the comments, do you consume any of these seeds I told you to avoid? Did you already know about these precautions with the proper preparation of seeds? I want to know about your experience. I want to know your question, because this space here is ours. It's for us to exchange knowledge and help each other. And if you know someone who is over 60 and could benefit from this information, share this video with that person, because you could literally be changing their life. Quality information needs to be shared. It needs to reach those who really need it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and turn on notification bell, because every week I bring content like this, based on science, on real clinical experience, to help you age with health, with quality of life, with autonomy. Taking care of your diet after 60 is not optional, it's essential. And the good news I want to leave you with today is that it's all in your hands. You have the power to make these choices and transform your health. So go ahead, make these changes, try it for a few weeks, and then come back here to tell me the results. I'm Dr. Olivia Thompson, and I'll see you in the next video. A hug and see you soon.